Wow, that's a lot of support, Dr. Kahn, for supporting a plant-based diet. Now, in chapter 2, you talk about the heart of the matter. What is the heart of the matter?
Yeah, the heart of the matter is when you look at, I believe that the body's a system that hearts and lungs and kidneys and brains and endocrine glandular systems all work together in this incredible symphony called health. But I'm a cardiologist. My shingle says heart doctor, and there's other specialists. So when you talk about, we have our list of heart diseases: clogged arteries, heart attacks, bypass stent, cholesterol, weak hearts, congestive heart failure. What's the data that a plant-based solution exists, meaning change your diet to exclusively or nearly exclusively eating fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, predominantly? And actually, it's the largest body of data from a medical standpoint on the advantages of plant-based diet. It's the strongest body of data. And I go through that in this chapter, going back to the 1940s, 50s, 70s, 80s, and up to the current date. Important studies. That is the reason that we have those 6 pillars of support, is the strong studies that led Medicare and the USDA and Oxford and others to point out, the Dietitians Association, point out the advantages, sometimes to prevent a disease like a heart attack, sometimes to reverse blockage. I mean, it's an amazing concept to pause and think that, and it happens in my office every single day, that somebody has had heart disease for years or decades. And I'm the first discussion that tells them, there's books in my office sitting right here to my left that say that you can reverse heart disease, and those doctors have never gone to jail for fraud. In fact, they're actually celebrated as international nutritional heroes. And if we work real hard and find nice recipes that you can enjoy, like there are in my book, we might actually turn the clock back and make you younger, and make you younger at heart by design, as I say in my office. So the support that's possible if you do hard work and are compliant, find a new breakfast, a new lunch, a new dinner, a new snack, find out how to navigate restaurants and travel and weddings and Thanksgiving. But the data is so strong that I wrote an article, a chapter called "The Heart of the Matter," and I think it's the longest science chapter in the book. So it's just packed in a simple way with such powerful points, and most of us don't know. I was at Cedars-Sinai, a major hospital in Los Angeles, about 9 months ago, giving grand rounds on nutrition. And I'm in the Dr. Lester Morrison auditorium. And I asked 200 cardiologists, does anybody know who Lester Morrison was? And nobody did. In the 1940s, Dr. Morrison did one of the most famous experiments, that if you stop eating animal strong diets and figure out in the 40s, tough, to how to substitute lots of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. How many times can I say it? He cut the death rate of his heart patients in half. And he published the data, but nobody remembers Dr. Morrison or his contribution. So I go through all that, partly out of giving accolade to those who are pioneers, partly out of it's still relevant data.